Katzourakis is Greek, very strong warrior culture, as well as Igbokwe, Nigerian, another very strong warrior culture.
Both men certainly have that mentality inside the ring as well. This one's scheduled for 8 rounds. You see Katzourakis trying to get that right hand involved early, and he said that understandably, as he's fighting a southpaw, is going to be the key for him here tonight. Throw a few more right hands and try and get that lead foot on the outside of Igbokwe's.
Yeah, Katzourakis is...
Oh, down goes Katzourakis on a sharp left hand inside the opening 30 seconds.
I was just going to say, the southpaw orthodox matchup. Very smart of Igbokwe to put that left hand right down the middle, immediately keeping his foot on the outside. Because Katzourakis has a tendency to square up on the inside and bang with both hands. Igbokwe took advantage of that.
Katzourakis still smiling after that knockdown, but that is exactly the start that Igbokwe wanted. Katzourakis now looking for the right hand to the body.
This is a fight where the size of the ring is really going to affect the action. See, Katzourakis is making a big mistake. He's trying to win the outside foot position, but he's stepping square and wide to get there, leaving himself on his heels, and that's why he was dropped so quickly.
Left hook to the body there from Katzourakis. Yeah, you're right, Chris. In a tiny ring like this, you don't need to take big strides if you want to get your opponent to the ropes. Igbokwe's pretty happy to fight off of them.
Yeah, especially when you got a guy who's coming right in the front door and you're throwing left hands right down the middle. Katzourakis can hit again with that left hand. There it is again.
Igbokwe brings it again, and a right hook wrapped around the guard of Katzourakis.
Still a ton of physical pressure coming from Katzourakis. Igbokwe working very hard in the first round. Good left kick there from Katzourakis.
Igbokwe working hard, but very effective here in the opening round. The question is, can he do this for 8 rounds?
Heavy work along the ropes there.
Oh, good left hook to the body there from Katzourakis. You see the knees dipped a little bit there from Igbokwe. Katzourakis trying to get that knockdown back.
And those punches coming back from Igbokwe a little bit in slow motion. When you get with those body shots, you feel like you're underwater.
Another left hook to the body there from Katzourakis. He brings that up top. Sharp left hook up top. Well, this will, in all likelihood, be a 10-8 round for Igbokwe, but this has still been a good turnaround for Katzourakis. And that shot straight low.
Katzourakis actually landed a really nice right hand.
He did.
While Igbokwe was down.
And we'll wind the clock back just a little bit here in the final moments of the round. An eventful one, to say the very least. Katzourakis right on top of Igbokwe once again with another right hand.
Dramatic opening round. Here we see how Igbokwe gets his foot to the outside of the lead foot of Katzourakis and throws that left hand right down the middle. And here we see, that was on the belt line. That didn't look drastically low. Regardless, both men had some success in round 1, but that knockdown, a big opening round for Igbokwe.
Saw LaTravia Pierce in the corner of Katzourakis, a part of that Ronnie Shields stable. She was a professional fighter herself. Stepping in to corner Katzourakis here tonight. Round 2 underway. A very eventful opening round as Katzourakis breaks through with a right hand. Kind of difficult to say where the momentum is right now. Igbokwe did have that knockdown, but if you take that knockdown out of that opening round, that was a good-looking round for Katzourakis.
Yeah, I was going to say, not difficult from my perspective.
Right.
I got Katzourakis momentum leading into round number 2. He put a lot of pressure in round 1, And he opened up around two the same exact way. Look at their body positions. Look where they are in the ring. Igbokwe is working very, very hard on the outside of the ring. And Katzourakis just comes forward, ripping big shots with both hands.
Igbokwe trying to place that left hand to the body. Katzourakis just muscling him around here along the ropes.
Katzourakis does a good job of making a small ring even smaller.
Rips a left hook downstairs. Does Katzourakis.
Beautiful double left hook down low to the body, then upstairs. Cracks Igbokwe.
Igbokwe with a nice reply, but you're right, Chris. He is working hard to try and keep Katzourakis off of him.
Notice also the steam on the punches from Igbokwe. They aren't the same. Those body shots are sapping his power.
Well, he also doesn't have room to get them off. The way that Katzourakis is on top of him, smothering him along the ropes.
You know, it's a classy move from Katzourakis. He smothers his opponent's offense, but he makes room for his own.
Yes. And a little admonishment, yeah, a little forearm. Not within the rules. Admonishment from the official, but that right hand comes over the top from Katzourakis. He is landing flush with the right hand and, of course, with that left hook to the body.
This is a beautiful display of smart pressure from Katzourakis. He is keeping his punches short. He's digging to the body whenever he can. He's putting a lot of physical body pressure without wasting any energy. Very impressive physical display from Katzourakis.
Right now, the punches that Igbokwe is able to throw are just of the nature to just try and get Katzourakis off of him right now. He just can't get the leverage or the space to land anything of consequence like he did in the opening round as he eats a nice lead uppercut from Katzourakis.
Katzourakis is also very smart to target the body early from Igbokwe. Igbokwe showed an incredible chin in past fights, so touching up that body first, very, very smart tactic.
Now we saw Igbokwe give a good fight to Israel Madrimov last time out.
Oh.
He is getting everything Katzourakis can throw at him right now. Terrific round for Katzourakis. Take a look at some of the work from Katzourakis here from the previous round.
Pretty much this is the whole round looked like this. Katzourakis had Igbokwe pinned against the ropes. I had mentioned in round number one that the size of the ring was going to really matter with these two, and it has, because Igbokwe has been having a lot of trouble getting himself off the ropes.
See Igbokwe just trying to establish position in the center of the ring. So on the corner of Igbokwe, his trainer Dwight Pratchett, he knows a thing or two about having to deal with heavy pressure fighters. He fought El Gran Campeon Chavez Sr. for the super featherweight title back in 1985.
When I was 1 year old. Oh, big left hook upstairs from Katzourakis.
Short shot on the inside there from Katzourakis. You know, Chris, when you and I were watching film of Katzourakis, I think one of the concerns we both had was, is he too formulaic in his offense? But we're seeing some of these adaptations he's making, particularly in close here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's actually got really good defense on the inside. He's rolling with nice shots. He's got his hand position in very well placed. He's physically a beast in there. He's so strong, so physical, but not taking much damage even though he's an inside fighter. Very impressive display thus far from Katzourakis.
Beautiful right hand to the body there from Katzourakis a moment ago. Igbokwe trying to flurry his way out of danger here. And a lot of this from Igbokwe just being caught on the high guard of Katzourakis.
that's one thing that people at home, just because you have your hands up doesn't mean you're not feeling the punches. You have to physically brace for those shots. That's a testament to the physical strength and endurance of Katzourakis to be able to take those shots on the arms like that.
Well, and you do see this with Katzourakis, just slight movements trying to ride with those shots that Igbokwe is throwing at him. Igbokwe certainly still throwing.
The best high guard defense fighter that I can remember in my days, Winky Wright.
Of course.
Not a big puncher, but physically strong to catch all those shots on the arms the way he did.
Just an absolute nightmare matchup for anyone with that high guard. And Katzourakis trying to employ some elements of that right now.
And Igbokwe in true Igbokwe fashion, showing a great chin and taking heavy shots, but coming right back.
Nice right hand breaks through there from Katzourakis.
It's one thing to have a good chin, but to have a good chin and a good body at the same time, very, very difficult. Because Katzourakis has been landing high and low all night.
Igbokwe picking up the work rate here in the third round. And Katzourakis, at times, seemingly just letting him work a little bit, then coming back with the heavier, shorter, more accurate shots right now.
And seem to be more damaging shots as well. Here we see some of the action of that last round. It seemed like Igbokwe made a change in the corner there. Came out, was like, you know what? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well get hit. I might as well hit back. So we had some two-way exchanges, but still, it's Katzourakis who's getting the better of the shots. Like you said, Corey, he's keeping them shorter. They're harder. They're more effective. No wasted movement from Katzourakis. No wasted punches. Very, very efficient movement so far.
Here we go with round 4. Katzourakis wastes no time getting right on top of Igbokwe.
I get the sense that Katzourakis would like to fight in a 10-foot square.
I think that would suit him quite well.
He basically runs from his corner to meet you at yours.
Katzourakis has been able to pick up pointers from a lot of tremendous fighters. He started his career training in Big Bear under Abel Sanchez, picking up some of the wisdom that has made Triple G a great, obviously. Now in the Ronnie Shields camp, he spars with the Charlo brothers all the time. Look at this work to the body from Katzourakis. Igbokwe is there to meet him, but Katzourakis' shots just sounding a lot different right now than the ones from Igbokwe.
Yeah, can you imagine the ring wars that these guys have over there? Charlo brothers, Katzourakis in there, these guys going shot for shot.
Igbokwe trying to match volume with Katzourakis right now, and that is a difficult battle to win.
Yeah, he's not able to match volume or punching power. He needs to create some distance.
Two big left hooks connect there from Katzourakis.
Igbokwe was looking to hold there. Katzourakis pushed him off. Takes 2 to hold, 2 to clinch, and Katzourakis is not allowing it.
Yeah, you're seeing that constantly, just Katzourakis refusing rest for Igbokwe, just making him work hard every moment of these rounds.
In earlier fights, Corey, we were talking about guys who are unable to cut off the ring. Katzourakis is doing a very good job of making this small ring even smaller and not allowing Igbokwe any rest at all. Oh, big
right hand. Yeah, that one landed. And Igbokwe, again, taking these shots, but Igbokwe, almost looks in disarray, looking for a strategy right here. Katzourakis just not letting him go anywhere as he meets him with an uppercut right up the middle.
Listen, on top of not being able to get out of the way of the shots of Katzourakis, he's also being defensively very sound. Igbokwe cannot get those shots in, and that's really debilitating. One thing to get hit, but it's another thing to get hit and not be able to hit your opponent back.
Igbokwe just shelling up. Some of these shots hitting glove, a lot of them not, as you see the head snap back a moment ago with that lead uppercut again.
Yeah, this is turning into a beating.
This is one-way traffic from Katzourakis here in round 4. And the smile that was on the face of Katzourakis has turned into a frown as he is turning up to another level here in the 4th. All right, now let's send it over to Sofia Gutierrez, who is standing by with Sean Porter.
Hey, I am ringside here with Sean Porter. Great night of boxing so far. Now tell me, what do you think that these OTX events can do for prospects?
Expose them, show everybody that you don't have to have a name or a belt to be exciting. That's what OTX is about right now. Let's put on an exciting event and make sure that everybody leaves this stadium fulfilled with what happened tonight.
Now talk to me, how excited are you for the main event coming up?
I'm excited for the main event. I'm a fan of Truck, know him since he was a kid, so I'm looking forward to him getting back in the ring and continuing on to do the things I expected him to do since he was a kid.
And you've been sitting next to me watching this fight. What do you think about this co-main?
This co-main has been electric. It's been a banger, and like my guy said, if you come out with a ring walk and banging drums and that kind of circus, you better win. And it don't look like he gonna win this one. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Maybe in overtime.
We'll see. Thank you. Going into round 5. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you so much, Sean Porter, one of our favorite people in boxing.
The ever lively Sean Porter. Showtime Sean.
Breaking the action here. You see the tape a little bit loose on the left hand of Trouble Igbokwe.
Taking a very long time here in the corner. You know, I don't know if this helps either.
Very long time.
I don't think it technically helps either one of these guys. It's not fatigue that's really the problem here. It's the amount of punishment that Igbokwe has been receiving. I don't think he's necessarily tired as much as he is just getting broken down.
No, Igbokwe told us that he's in the best shape of his life, and of course every fighter said that, but he actually admitted to us, listen, I used to just skip road work. I used to just say that I had an injury and not go out and do my running. He said he did not skip any days in this camp.
Yeah, I've never heard a guy admit that he skipped road work. That was pretty interesting to hear, but he's got
hard right hand, that one rocked Igbokwe. Katzourakis all over him, digging to the body. Absolutely relentless is Katzourakis. Igbokwe's in serious trouble right now.
Yeah, his legs are all over the place.
The knees are buckling. The head bouncing all over the place because Katzourakis just will not let up.
Igbokwe's tough as could be, still throwing back, but not having much success. Doesn't have much power left.
Katzourakis might be exhausted from everything he just threw. Igbokwe seemingly ready to go. Can Katzourakis put the finishing touches on him here in round 5?
Yeah, Katzourakis definitely looks like he punched himself out a little bit. May need to recoup and recharge some, but still keeping that physical presence and pressure on Igbokwe. Very smart of him.
A deep breath from Igbokwe, who's just trying to get out of this round.
The leg still not underneath Igbokwe. He's still feeling that right hand.
And that menacing grin back on the face of Katzourakis, who's just standing right in front of Igbokwe and unloading once more.
Katzourakis being very smart, keeping his eyes open, picking up the shots that are coming back from Igbokwe, looking for his openings.
Well, I think this is good work from Katzourakis. If he has punched himself out, Chris, why not just smother him and make Igbokwe push him off and expend more energy?
Yeah, I mean, he's recharging nicely. He's not taking any damage. Oftentimes, though, when you hurt a guy and his legs are not underneath him, take a step back. Make those weak legs work.
Right. Couple stiff jabs there from Katzourakis. Igbokwe takes another flush right hand.
Yeah, Yeah, Katzourakis definitely not punching with the same force that he had earlier.
Final 30 seconds of this round.
Still landing, though.
Well, he certainly is. He just missed over the top with a home run right hand, and he looked for that uppercut once more.
Little of that pep coming back into the step of Katzourakis.
Igbokwe trying to find his footing. Credit to Igbokwe for weathering that storm. He looked like he was on his way out. But he is still in this fight, at least for the moment, as Katzourakis lands another bomb of a right hand.
Now here comes Igbokwe.
Yeah, look at this flurry from Igbokwe. A lot of heart from trouble Igbokwe, but a lot of punishment being absorbed as well.
Trouble. Igbokwe was certainly in trouble in that last round. That overhand right had him in a world of hurt. Those legs started going all over, and Katzourakis did what he does, comes forward, unleashed, but Igbokwe came back. It seemed like Katzourakis had punched himself out a little bit. It was on the recharge, on the recovery, and Igbokwe took advantage of that opportunity of having that reprieve to land some good combinations of his own along the ropes toward the end of the round.
See the Greek contingent out here in Atlanta. We see a couple Greek flags. The crowd is very much in the corner of Igbokwe here at the OTE arena, but they have been silenced by Katzourakis, who has been dominant as we enter round 6.
Corey, you had mentioned the physical conditioning of Igbokwe and how he was in the best shape of his career. And I see that, because you can't take shots like this, come back the way he did at the end of that round. And look, in the beginning of this round, he's starting off looking pretty good, letting his hands go, fighting at a distance. Not to mention all the body shots from Katzourakis from round number 1 to here.
We'll see if Katzourakis, after being given a minute to recharge, has resharpened those tools and can get back on Igbokwe, but gotta hand it to Igbokwe, who's rallying a little bit to here to start round 6.
Igbokwe just so durable, taking so many punches, so much punishment. Here he is bouncing in the 6th round, landing some good shots. Oh.
That was a right hand to the body. You saw the knee dip from Igbokwe.
Yeah, but then Igbokwe looked at the ref. That was maybe a little interesting.
You know, hoping for an admonishment there from the official. Doesn't get one. He's getting left hooks all over the place here from Katzourakis once more.
So Igbokwe there, he got up on his toes and was moving nice laterally, but then just stopped without throwing. That's been the issue. He's not utilizing that lateral movement properly and firing from it, like he did in round number 1 when he was able to drop Katzourakis with a straight left hand down the middle. How long ago does that feel, Corey?
I mean, it seems like a different fight at this point. Basically, after that knockdown, it has been all Katzourakis. There have been these flurries from Igbokwe, but as we've talked about, the effort that Igbokwe has to expend to do what he wants to do and what he's good at is just so much greater than what Katzourakis has to put in, who's just stalking him all around the ring and landing these power shots.
Yeah, I mean, he's landing everything at will, to the head and to the body all night long. He literally punched himself out last round. Hasn't looked the same explosion in the last round and a half, which has allowed Igbokwe back into this fight. Is it enough to win these rounds? Probably not, but we still have 2 more rounds to go. And with that early knockdown, this may be an interesting fight, potentially.
Hard right hand connects there from Katzourakis.
Now if Katzourakis starts landing punches like that again, geez, another left hook
or that left hook. I mean, this is just pure hustle from Igbokwe all round long. And I think, Chris, he is just banking on that fitness right now.
Oh,
but look at that, a right hand snaps the head back of Igbokwe once more.
Fitness and chin, but the amount of punishment that he's taking in order to get there.
On August 26th, Oscar Collazo puts his WBO minimum weight title on the line against Garandiagan, live from his home nation of Puerto Rico.
Some action from that last round. Igbokwe had some success, more so than he has in a bunch of rounds, but was it enough? Not on my scorecard. Katzourakis was still landing big shots, especially the right hand. There we see him pinning Igbokwe on the ropes once again. Another combination lands well for Katzourakis. And Igbokwe's trying. The effort is there, but he's not landing the shots, not the telling blows, not doing any damage to Katzourakis, who's been very efficient all night long.
Two rounds to go here in our co-main event between Andreas Katzourakis and Raphael Igbokwe. Igbokwe, in what seems like it was an eternity ago, landed a flush left hand in the opening round, put Katzourakis on the canvas, and then for the most part, it has been all Katzourakis since then. Katzourakis had Igbokwe seriously hurt in the 5th round, punched himself out. Igbokwe now just trying to hustle and keep his hands moving. And you see a shove from Katzourakis, nearly sending Igbokwe over the top rope.
Yeah, hustle's a perfect description of what Igbokwe's doing here. He's hanging tough. But that's about it, because Igbokwe is taking a ton of punishment all night long. Oh, good shot there.
There's a good left hand again from Igbokwe.
And he cut an angle. See, this is where being the southpaw helps, something we haven't really seen. In the fighter meetings yesterday, you had asked about Katzourakis' preparations for a southpaw. He basically said, no, I'm just going to fight like I always fight. I'm just going to keep my foot on the outside, which we both looked at each other curiously. But honestly, the way that he's fought this fight, it doesn't matter what foot's in front. He puts so much pressure, and he fights so close that Igbokwe hasn't been able to use that southpaw-ness to be effective.
See again, Katzourakis using that shoulder to just push off. You even see some blood and some redness on that left shoulder of Katzourakis from just continuously shoving Igbokwe off, creating room, and landing on the inside.
Yeah, he's got bruising on that outside shoulder. He's just so physical in there. And most of this fight has been fought at very close range with Igbokwe right here, back against the ropes, fighting off the Greek, who's just been coming like the tide.
Final minute of round 7. Igbokwe just struggling to find room to work all throughout this fight. And meanwhile, Katzourakis working exactly where he wants to as he snaps the head back of Igbokwe once more. Oh, big uppercut connects there from Katzourakis.
Switching things up a little bit. Instead of the overhand right through the uppercut, landed well. But again, testament to the chin of Igbokwe. He's taking huge shots from a real puncher. And aside from getting hurt in the 5th round, has taken them quite well.
A shoe shine combination there from Katzourakis. Finishes it with the real one, the right hand up top. As the seconds tick away here in the 7th, more of the same from Katzourakis.
And you get the sense that Katzourakis has recovered from punching himself out a few rounds ago.
And we see the crowd here in the OTE arena getting ready for our main event. Coming up next, Lorenzo Truck Simpson and Vladimir 24K Hernandez. Vladimir Hernandez would certainly be fond of some of the work that Katzourakis is doing here tonight. Take a look back at some of the replays.
Speaking of that work, actually that was the moment where Igbokwe used that southpaw style, threw the left hand down the middle and then spun Katzourakis, which is what he should have been doing all night long, but he's been having trouble getting his back off the ropes because of the relentless pressure of Katzourakis all night long and the short, hard, devastating punches. no question, both these men are in phenomenal shape.
Eighth and final round. Andreas Katzourakis has been dominant here tonight, save for an early knockdown by his opponent, Raphael Igbokwe. Katzourakis grew up in Greece idolizing Marvin Hagler, but didn't know that there could ever be a path to professional boxing. Started as a kickboxer and wound up hitting a wall on the amateur circuit in Greece, but now looking like one to watch here in the middleweight division as he pounds away to the body once more. But you gotta hand it to Igbokwe, who's still moving his hands, still trying to fire back here in the 8th, even when he has been utterly outgunned.
Yeah, no, outgunned is definitely what's going on here, but he's trying. He's not to be outwilled. He's trying to get himself into position to land the good punches, but it's just, he's got under a relentless pressure from Katzourakis.
Oh, beautiful left hook to the body, and then that right hand right behind it over the top.
Nice headbutt on the inside there from Igbokwe to try and get a little breather. Very impressive with the durability of Igbokwe tonight. I mean, he's been taking headshots, body shots from a guy who can really punch. Guys, ringside, you people at home can't hear these punches. The heavy leather coming from Katzourakis all night long has been something to hear.
Well, the ability to throw that heavy leather all night long has been impressive from Katzourakis as well. I mean, outside of punching himself out in one round because he landed so many home run shots, but he has kept this up. That train has been rolling from round 1 to 8.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, you know, both these guys, you cannot question their conditioning. And again, that's something that every fighter who's fought on our card yesterday at the Fighter Meets was saying, like, I had so much time to prepare for this. I'm in the best shape of my life.
Look at Katzourakis go. He is landing those hooks, and Igbokwe does not look good right now. He is slumped over. The body language has changed. Katzourakis landing heavy right now. The referee's gonna stop it. He will cash that KO bonus. Andreas Katzourakis.
Double check me, boys.
Official. Let's send it back up to the center of the ring to Lupe Contreras.
The official time, 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the 8th and final round. Your winner, by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and taking home the OTX final round KO bonus, the pride of Hellas, Andreas Katzourakis.